are drawing lives. And today I'm from wonderful country, Greece. And I have a friend who wants to say hello. Say hello. Hey, hello, hello. You'll have some food later. Yeah. So this is a Greek horse, a very special horse. And I am in a very deep in Greece. I think he's following me. This is the Aegean horse, which is the horse from the island here in Greece. And it's a rather rare species, and they're given only to people who live on the island, so it's a rarity. Anyway, so I'm bringing you to a wonderful place where I'm gonna sketch from, and they're gonna be wonderful views. I've been here in Greece now for 10 days and I totally love it here. But I have to go back because I have to go back. I have work to do and my home waiting for me. So let me walk. So I'm in the middle of a vineyard of a friend of mine who invited me to Greece, and I stayed in his vineyard house where they live in the summer while they're picking up and producing the wines. And look at this. This is all wines. And his wines and winery has a speciality. It is, they have a very ancient Greek grapes that they grow here. They found that these grapes like few dozens years ago, and they planted them. And now for the last, I think, 10 years, they having a great and wonderful wine. And for now I'm having internet, but I'm very high up in the island. I'm on an island, and when I will be losing my internet, I will be putting my satellite. Yes, I am having in my bag a satellite. Can you believe me? So we should be okay. Yeah, so this is the vineyard. Let me show you around. So this is the vineyard with a beautiful mountain. And when I will go up, you will see a sea. I don't know if you see it. So I am going to draw vineyards, Greek vineyards with a beautiful view. So where I am in the island Kos in Greece, which is the probably last island which is next to Turkey. So in fact, when I will go now up in the hill on a vineyard, you will see Turkey. I think you can see the sea and the vineyards. Up. Let me take my tripod. And so I will get as high as I can. So you will have a view and I will have a view to draw. And so I'll be back to my ink drawing. Here's the view. And I'm getting over there. And speaking about, look at this view here. And that island behind me on the sea is not an island, it's a Turkey as a country, not a bird. So we're going up and up and up. And I have a little bit heavy bag, so I'll correct it. So look, the scenery behind me. So I'm trying to get to that top of the vineyard to have a best view of the island to draw it. The sun is up and it's very beautiful here. And it's very warm as well. Even counting that it is 10th of October and it's about plus 25 here. I'm thinking maybe I'll be okay. Yeah. So while I'm installing my easel, I will put you so you can see the view of the Aegean Sea and Greece and Turkey. Up. Here we are. So these islands over there on the sea is Greece. And then if I would go over here, you will see the mountains and a lot of white buildings. This is Turkey. This is somewhere around Bodrum. I don't know if you ever been to Turkey. I wasn't yet, but it's somewhere near Turkey. So now I'll put you up and you will see what am I doing meanwhile. So I have my artist bag and I have a very useful thing which is just disattached. Up, here we are. We're going back. And if you don't know what it is Stalin. So I'm putting it here so we have connection. And now I'll put my easel on. I have to see if I have my microphone on. If you hear me well, just pin me in the chat and I will keep talking. And this is my easel. And I'm in the vineyards of my friend in Greece island Kos. And these grapes over here is this ancient Greek grapes called the Black Lady. So if you type in Google Black Lady wine Kos, you will find it and you can even buy it. It's a very unique taste because it's made from these ancient grapes and it's made kind of old style, which means he used his own yeast from the wines. And so that taste is actually like it was 3,000-4,000 years ago. Okay, so this is my easel. And this time I forgot my new light easel. So I have a new and not so light easel and small. Here we are. And my favorite Canson paper, orange edition. So let's pull up. Then I need my ink. And I have my clips just in case it's gonna be windy. If you watched my streams before, I usually forgetting my pins because and then there is windy and then it's very difficult to draw. So I have them today. And I need my brushes. I hope they're here. Roughly. Yeah, I knew it's gonna happen. And that's why I have 3 clips. A friend of mine told me who actually visited Kos before. And when I said, I'm going to Kos, come with me. And she said, oh, I've been there. There's nothing to do. It's really boring. I'm here for 10 days. I still didn't see half of the island. And there's so many things to see, to do, and to try. And I'm amazed every day. So I'm definitely coming back. Kos is just the start of Greece to me. And I'm first time in Greece, so I'm very excited. So put my ink in. Oh, getting less and less ink. Okay, I'm ready to paint. So now I'll turn my camera towards me. Hi there. Yeah, day is really beautiful. I don't know what song do you mean, but I hope. Okay, so let me put them back to me, and then I will turn so I can see, guys, what you. If you talk to me, we can communicate. So here we will have a sea view, and hopefully you will see my drawing sketch book. So I need just to make a little bit adjustment. No, this is not great, so it will be here. So then you will see the vineyard. Because the sunlight is not going in the right direction. No, no, no. So maybe I'll put this. Here we are. So if I put here and I adjust a little bit leg here, it might be stable. And you can see something without my shadow. Just 2 seconds. It's always preparation. It's not as easy as we think it is. Oh, come on. The sun is very down, so it's very difficult to put uh, thin so you can see everything. So maybe if I do here, up, hope the phone won't fall down. Okay, here we are. So where is that, Nemesis? This is Greece. This is island course. So I am in one of the private vineyards, and I'm gonna sketch. What do you see here? You see this place. So this behind this hill, there is a Turkey. Basically, there is a Aegean Sea, Aegean Sea. You can correct me. And then there is Turkey. So I'm at the last land of Europe, I would say, just before Asia. Very beautiful here. Is it better? Okay, good. Okay, let's do some drawings. Please don't fly anywhere. Okay. So I will draw that area there where is the sea. And windy. Up. Let me. What should it to it? Up. Mhm. Okay. So let's see how I can do it. So it's just a little bit accident. It's not a big deal. If probably some of you will be curious what I'm painting with. I'm painting with a Japanese ink for calligraphy. Just simple one, nothing fancy. I'm traveling, so I don't take my super fancy things with me. Only some brush for my exhibitions. I'm not using it every day. And I am drawing right now the olive orchard. So this is olive orchard, also of my friend, with his vineyard. So the vineyard is over here. So as it is a sunset, I will do a little bit of shadow here. So we'll paint mainly shadows, and in between shadows, there will be the vines. So the vines actually is right now, the passages in shadows, the vines are quite okay. So the shadows are rather in here. And the vines are, this is the vines. And the vines are of a very rare and ancient Greek grapes. The name of this grape is Black Lady. It was rediscovered a couple dozens years ago, and my friend Steve is cultivating it here in Kos. Very tasty wine, and it's like when you're trying it, it's like you are in a time bubble traveling to the ancient Greece, because we all wanted to be in ancient Greece and to see how it was. I mean, I would like to see how it was with all these beautiful buildings, because in Kos especially, you everywhere are the ruins, everywhere somewhere the artifacts from that ancient era. And when you see all these beautiful columns and beautiful details in the buildings and everything, I think like how it would be probably perfect in that time. There's also here a very famous, one of the first hospitals in the world called Asclepion, where used to treat people, Hippocrates, the one of the first doctors in the world. So he was actually born here in Kos, and Kos is a pretty mythical island. If you read the myth, Greek myth, there's a lot of happening here. And through the history, this island was occupied by Ottomans or Turks, then Italians. I don't know what Italians did here, but it's a story, a long story. And then there was French people and Crusades, and everybody was passing here and leaving some piece of history, which you can discover now in the fortified bastion that is opened actually this year for first time in Kos, in a port. So if you ever in Kos, go and see all these bits and pieces from all the eras. It's really impressive. So when I'm thinking about ancient Greece, I always thinking like how they live there, what they eat, because all these beautiful dishes with the fish, and when you see all these vases and people nicely, beautifully dressed, and all this kind of thing. So in fact, with this wine, we kind of coming back to that time, and at least we can imagine how they were drinking and what they were feeling. So yeah, let me see. I am not trying some birds of the trees. I did right now. I did. This is the olive grove, and this is the vines. So yeah, I'll do more, so you will see it more. So this is the support for the vines, and yeah. So for me to discover the wine of Steve was a revelation. I enjoyed it very much, and yeah, it's. I very much enjoyed Greece, and especially, of course, I don't know. I didn't yet visit any other Greek islands, but I will. I just had to have a time. And why I am on island, that's also important, is that I am here for my exhibition. So I'm doing exhibition in Steve's winery. So if you're in Kos, please visit him, try the wine, see my exhibition. Yeah, and yeah, so that's why I'm in Kos. So let me see. Can you? If I can do the blue sky, yes, I can. The thing is that I'm working now with a black and white ink, and that's what I'm doing on my outside kind of plein air art Fridays. I do color. I have a series of landscapes called intellectual landscapes. So I do all possible colors in my landscapes. But not today. But maybe I will turn on someone camera when I'm painting in my studio, because it's always a little bit tricky to paint with lots of paint outside. But yeah, I do paint. Oh, okay. How was the Saloniki? It was different from the island. I heard about Saloniki also a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna discover. I've never been to Athens. I've never been to anywhere in Greece, so first time. So yeah, write me what do you think about Saloniki, and if it's for artist view, if there's anything interesting there, and what's your favorite place in Greece? I'm gonna be probably next year. I will try to come and visit many places in Greece. So if you guys haven't been in Greece and have a good recommendations, just drop me in the comments. I'll be happy to see and to visit them. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to discover more. Okay, I'm back to my drawings. So again, this is a vineyard. This is the olive grove. Behind olive grove, there is a kind of plateau, empty. There's nothing on it. I'm guessing it's for the animal feed. Then I see here the city coast. So it's on the shore. So it's very far because I'm on the top of the mountain. And city coast is pretty green, or at least towards it. So there's not many buildings in between the coast and where I am right now. So I just put a little bit of green, and then houses will be like white roofs. Because here is a very seismic zone, the houses are not allowed to build very high. I think the highest building here is like, I think, police station, and which is like having 4 or 3 floors. They did have a really heavy earthquake about 6-7 years ago. So it's pretty much everything is very one floor one floor building. So I'm just putting a lot of green stuff in here in a plateau with the city, and there's smaller and smaller and smaller. And then we have a sea. So again, sea, Aegean or again, and Turkey. So here I can see this kind of mountain, spiky mountains. And here is Turkey on a sunset. And they have these hills next to the water, which is overbuilt with these small white houses. And I was not in Turkey, so I just see it from this side. And I was wondering what are these white houses, which is like, there seems to be a very populated village. And my neighbor here said, no, this is the holiday house for people coming here, and they have a holidays there. I was like, okay, well, then maybe it's not a very cultural place to go and check it out. So, but from here, it's look absolutely wonderful. What I'm drawing, I am drawing a landscape of Kos with the view on Turkey. I'm right now in Kos, and there is the view on the Turkey. So I painting the sea right now, and the buildings in Turkey. So there is a small white houses there, and the mountains on the sunset are just amazing. They have this very deep ultramarine views and shadows, and just sunset is the best time for artists, for photographers to do, for videographers probably, to do all this. So it's just beautiful time to do the drawing. So here is a little bit of shadow here and a little bit of houses here. So there, of course, the all the bottom where are the all the seashore, it's all overbuilt as usually. And then here there's another Turkish coast, and I hope the wind didn't do his job. Thanks God. So there is a very high mountain, very far somewhere in Turkey, and they're going down, and then there is a small hills with a city, and that city is actually Bodrum. It's a famous Turkish city. I never been to Turkey, so I only traveled to the Istanbul airport to change my plane to go back to Europe. So maybe next time when I come here back to take my exhibition, I will come and visit Turkey. So if you have any recommendation about this part of Turkey near Bodrum, also drop me in the comments. I will be very happy to consider to go and check it out. So here we are. I do a little bit of here shadow. There's a mountain going a little bit like this because there's high mountains and then there's smaller mountains. So this is Bodrum there, and here there's we continue the olive grove. And in this olive grove lives a lot of peacock. And peacocks are wild here. They're actually invasive type because they were brought by the Greek army when the Greeks came here, and the general wanted the peacocks in his garden. And then they just flew out and they just start breeding. And there are thousands of them on the island, and especially here in the vineyard where they have a free life and free food. There's about 100 of them. So here we are, the hill is going up. So I'm just putting the more olive groves, and here, so now here's the vineyard. And so I'll just put a little bit of wines over here. There's almost no wines in here on this vineyard because I mean grapes, because it's was collected about 2 months ago. And what's left is just occasional grape. And but it's very beautiful place to be and to draw. So here we are. That's another one, and there's a little bit of the vineyards there. So I'll just put a little bit of leaves. Yeah, I think it's pretty windy. I think it is pretty looking not bad. Let me show you. Hope I won't get too much here. And what I did sketch, it's that landscape over there. If you like it, put thumbs up. And oh yeah, and of course I forgot to sign it. So let me sign it. Here we are. So now I'm just thinking, just so you have a nice view over there, I might uh, put another page, and the wind will help me. Oof, spicy windy. So let's do here. And what I will do the other islands over there. Or I will do the vineyards over here. I like this road, so I might do some drawings of this road first. Okay, so let's do it. So again, I'll be drawing, let me see if you see this over there. So here, there's a Greek islands and Turkey, and down is a Kos island, and I'm on the top, kind of on the top of the Kos island in the private vineyards. So you will see me drawing it with the Japanese ink. This is the road. Then this is the vineyard. There's a support, metallic support for the vines, which are kind of this shape. Okay, and then the vineyard is actually, there are many types of the grapes here. So on this side, which I'm drawing right now, is the ancient grape called Black Lady, which is from the ancient Greek wines that were rediscovered about, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe more, on the island. And they produce a wonderful wine. So this is the road. So I have to calculate also what I'm doing because I'm standing on an angle, so you can see, guys, and I can draw, and we both complementing without the shadow. Because if I stay here, it won't be now great. So let me do something here. So yeah, and so apparently this one, I think it's also Black Lady. It's quite a lot of it. So he tried to. I think I'm back. Sorry for interruption. Oh, either I wouldn't have microphone or I don't have battery. I didn't check my phone, but it was running out of battery. Now we're fine. Come back. Let's continue drawing. So I'm drawing the old vineyard, the Greek old vineyard, with a view on Aegean or Aegean sea with Turkey and Greek islands. Let's do it. So here is the wines. So it's kind of these kind of things. Tick, 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 tick. And then there is this beautiful wild trees and bushes, which are very dark, very contrast. Just give it a very nice contrast. This bush in particular I like because it's green and kind of orange, rusted orange. I don't know if it's autumn or it's drying a little bit, then, but it's very beautiful. Then there is a fields and another bushes, so the fields and another bushes, and then there is a lot of small buildings all around the coastline, and a lot of empty spaces and hotels and all that things here. So I'll just put a little bit of buildings and bushes and trees and fields. Everything has pretty much flat roofs, so it's very simple constructions here. Since the earthquake, everything is very basic and very stable. They try to build it so nothing is moving. And so now here, I will come back to the grapes, but I want to have a whole picture of it. So here is a Greek island. So I'll try to put them, even wind doesn't want me to succeed, but I'm doing it. So here is the island. And apparently, according to locals, a few months ago, Jeff Bezos with his new wife came and stayed on this island. He came on his yacht, and this is a very small island with only one auberge. So he came and stayed on it. Didn't have time yet to go there, but will be probably next time. I don't have my own yacht so yet, so I have to organize my trip. So behind there is another island which is on the horizon. So pretty sure it's another Greek island. So now I have to stand in a way so I can stabilize my hand to make a seascape. Up. So here it's a little bit straight. Then there is a interesting islands. They are looking like volcanoes from some computer game. I'm pretty sure they were probably, that was an inspiration by the guys who did it. So I'll just do this up, up, and then another one. And I'm pretty sure they are kind of volcanoes, sleeping volcanoes there. And apparently people live in there. And then here is a small, tiny island, but there's a wind, so I'm trying to find a way when there's no wind, so we'll wait a little bit. Meanwhile, I'll continue the bushes, the famous bushes of the vineyard. It's nothing, no fruits for this. It's, I think, more like wild decoration. Pretty sure nobody did plant them. They just grew by themselves. So this is a little bit. Here is the field. I would say that it's a little bit like this way. Let's say this way. It's a little bit wild field, like everything here. Here's pretty much everything is wild in Greece. So I'll put these mountains a little bit dark because they don't have sun on them, so they're a little bit in the shadow. So I think now I can get the small island here. It's look like the top of the head. Here, and when you paint island, it's always remember that bottom of island is always straight. That's if you ever paint in the island, that's a tip. So now I'm gonna back to the wines, which is here down. So I can leave for now. The up, I think it's looking pretty much okay. I'll put a little bit of detail, which is I can see, and it's a small island over there on the horizon. So I'll just put it. So now I'm back to the wines, and I want to make them beautiful. So I'll do a little bit of details, which means I'll do a little bit of leaves, which are look like the wines. If you follow me a little bit, I don't like to do lots of details because it's not necessary. Your imagination will help you and me to fill up the gaps. So, but sometimes it's not bad to have some of them. So here, as it is shadow now, I can see I will put a little bit of shadow. And also I'll put the road is going a little bit here. So this one here, I put a little bit of shadow there as well. And then of course there's a wild road, so there will be the grass on it. And the grass will be also growing on the side of the road. And here, and it's end of the season, so the grass is dry. Here's the grapes. More close is more dark because the sun is going pretty fast down. So we have here a little bit more, and I'll put just a little bit more here. Details for the grapes. Trees, building, another building. And I think we're done. So I'll put my signature. And here we are. The landscape of island course in Greece. So now I'll see. I think there's some. There was some. I can see maybe the chart. How I can see that? Here we are. Okay, I'll come to Saloniki. Yeah, I would like to see it. Sankrati. I'm guessing this is the islander town. Okay, Sankrati. It's in my list. Okay, thank you. Anybody else have some suggestion where I should come to draw and what I have to see in Greece? Just post below or in comments. I'll be happy to know it. I'm thinking, shall I do one more drawing? I will do one more drawing. I see a very beautiful landscape, which I would love to do. So I'll do it quick because it's getting the sun getting down. And sadly, I have to go tomorrow back uh, back to Monaco where I live, and I will be sketching. My next Friday art stream will be from Monaco. Oh my God, but wind is getting it's getting windy. Let me try to do one more drawing. Up. So hope it's not too windy. I get back. So I want to sketch this way. Oh, I can see the hair. Is it a hair there? There's a lot of animals in the vineyard, wild animals. Yeah, it's a hare. So there's a lot of hares, peacocks, there's wild chickens, which became wild because they just hide somewhere, breed, and then, oh, the, and it fell down. Okay, let's try to put it back. Okay, here we are. So if I put like this, the drawing of things in nature is a little bit tricky always. Oh, it's getting down. The sun is getting down. It's autumn. So let's try to do it maybe this way. So you see what I'm doing, and I'm seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, roughly I'll manage to do something. Yeah, it'll be complicated. So sorry, it will be a little bit of shadow. So, so what I see here, I see the trees, and here starting the vineyard. So we go here, and then here is the wines going other direction. So This is the support, and this is the vines go here, and then they go here. So 1, 2, and then the other ones are going. I see. So there's a 2 different lines. So one is going this direction, and this one is going that direction. Okay. And then here is a hill with a bush. And another bushes, so it's all bushy. And sorry, this is all vines. And here is green trees. And olive grove. And this is another trees. Okay, here are, here are, here are. And then here there is a sea. No, this is actually the city. Then there is a sea. And then there is a turkey. Okay, let's do this. Here we are. So this is vineyard. And this is the hill. So here we do a little bit of edge of the vineyard and vines, and here is a little bit of leaves and leaves and leaves and leaves. Mhm. And vines go in different directions, so I can put them into different parts. Here we are. Tick, 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 tick. Here we are, here we are. And then there is a stem of the vine, and it's going this way because they're trimmed specially. So it's give more grapes, and they're trimmed every year with a specialist. So here we are. So then here is another grapes. I'm going this way, and then this one, and then here I think there's a end of the groove, and here I will do a little bit of autumn leaf of the grape. Yeah, I think maybe some grass just to give a little bit of beautiful feeling of wildness. And I think I'll put just a signature, and that will be it. Here we are. This is the view, and this is the landscape. So I hope you enjoyed my Friday live stream. I've been here for an hour, and thank you for being with me. Please subscribe and like, and I will try to show you the world drawing by drawing it and by talking about art and this beautiful, look at this view. So hello everybody from Greece, from island course, and I'll see you next Friday on a next art stream from somewhere else. See you. Bye. Hi, Ricky. Just Just for you, for a second, because I'm almost going. Look, the sunset is almost up. Look at this. I'm in Kos. Let me show you. Look at this landscape. I have to go because tomorrow is my plane, so it's my last evening in Greece, and tomorrow I'm gonna be home. So see you next week. See you next week. Bye bye, Ricky.